Hey, what's up, pandemic people? It is Coach Miller. It's Wednesday, coming at you from the garage. And because it's Wednesday, you know what that means. It's Windmill Wednesday. That's right, we're going to do my favorite new exercise, the windmill. I gotta say, after the last 3 weeks doing them every Wednesday, I have noticed a difference in my lower back. I haven't had pain in there for a while, but it feels even stronger than it usually does. And I'll tell you what, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, I'm always feeling the windmill exercise that I did on Wednesday. So I'm gonna keep it going for a little bit. We're gonna do the windmill today. It's gonna be our second exercise in our combo, but let's just go over it again for those people who haven't been around the last couple Wednesdays and need to learn it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into a half kneeling lunge. I got one leg up, so whatever leg is up, I'm gonna put the book bag or the kettlebell or the dumbbell, even a soup can if you wanted in that hand. So we're gonna put it straight up overhead, lock the arm out, and we're gonna do a windmill today where we've done them in the past where we go to the side, we go to 45 degrees, but the one I like the most is the one that comes straight out. So we're gonna use the thigh as a guide, and we're gonna come down to the floor, reach straight out. We wanna put it right where the foot is, okay? We don't wanna reach farther than the foot. We don't wanna be less than the foot. We wanna be right where the foot is, and we're gonna turn and look up at the hand and come back up, okay? So we're just gonna repeat reps here. The count for the windmills today is 5 left, 5 right, or 5 right, 5 left, however you wanna do it. Then you gotta switch sides. Okay, get in the same stance, press the bag up overhead. We're using the thigh as a guide for the hand, where to go. And remember to turn and look at that object, all right? Turn and look at that object. Should get a nice stretch with this as well. Okay, so for the sets and reps of that, it is 5 and 5. And that's going to be the second exercise in our couplet today. Now, the next exercise is a combination of two things. For the first couple of weeks of the Corona workout here, we did hammer turns with a rope attached to my gallon containers of sand. Well, today we're just going to use the school bag because it makes things a little bit easier. So get a school bag full of books, loosen the straps up real long. And I got to tell you, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a kid at school take the backpack and fling it on their back and go to class. We're going to do that same thing today. So this hammer turn exercise is great for the shoulders. I love the way it loosens me up and makes my thoracic spine feel. So we're going to add that in with one of my favorite lunge variations called the Curtsey Lunge. So if you know what a curtsy is, it's a female greeting where one foot goes behind the other and there's this little bit of a knee bend here and it's a greeting to somebody, okay? So we're going to use a Curtsey Lunge, which I'll get to the bag in a second. A Curtsey Lunge will look like this, and I'm glad I have the setup here the way I do. I got one color here and then the black parts on the outside so you can see how far this foot actually goes. We're going to stay here. I'm going to take the right leg back and across. All right, so we're stepping diagonally back, and I'm going to lunge together on both knees till my knee gently touches the ground or gets close to the ground. Then we go the other way, and we're going to curtsy this way. I like the way that this lunge hits angles in your knee that you're not commonly used to doing. So if you just lunge forward and back, you just air squat, your knees go in one direction and it hits force in one way. But when we do a lunge like this, we've got multi-directional forces on both knees. And I would say this better prepares you, or at least in some ways gives you a little bit of protection if you're a field athlete and you're cutting and moving and dodging and things like that. It protects those knees a little bit, puts them in positions that they might find they're in the field. All right, so here's the combination. Remember, you got to start with the back of the backpack facing away. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to swing over and around, get it on my back, and then curtsy lunge. We're going to come off my back, go the other way into a curtsy lunge. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth for however many reps it says to do on this set. Okay, so here's my curtsy lunge with hammer turns combo. I like this exercise a lot. All right, a lot of stuff going on here, a little bit of coordination. Can work on being really smooth. Maybe you can learn to tie in the bag getting to your back right into that lunge. That got me off balance a little bit. but maybe you can work on being really smooth with that, okay? So here are the sets and reps. When we do a workout like this, I recommend you write it down. It is very helpful, okay? So I got the curtsy lunge on this side, the windmills on this side. For time, we're gonna start a clock. You're gonna go curtsy lunge for 20 reps. That's 10 each way, 5 windmills right, 5 windmills left. Then 18 curtsy lunges each way. So 9 each leg, 5 and 5 on the windmills. And you're just gonna keep working your way down all the way till you get down to 1 on each side with the curtsy lunge. Do your 5 and 5, stop your clock. That's your workout. Again, with workouts like this, when there's a lot of reps to remember, I like to write it down. When I'm done this set, I'll cross it off. I'll get my marker, I'll cross it off and go to the next one so I don't do the same round twice or skip a round. Okay? I hope everybody has a good Windmill Wednesday. Everybody staying healthy. Enjoy your Easter holiday coming up. Have a good one, everybody.